All right, welcome. If you're ready to really prove your chops in the wild world of machine learning, you have landed in exactly the right spot. Today, we're diving deep into a certification that could be a major career accelerator, the AWS ML Engineer exam. So what are we talking about here? It's the AWS Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate Exam. And you should think of this less as, just another test, and more like a badge of honor that proves you can actually do the real work of an ML engineer on AWS. So first things first, let's talk about why this even matters. What makes this specific certification such a potential game changer in the tech world right now? See, this isn't one of those purely theoretical academic-style tests. It's what they call a role-based certification. And what that means is it's basically a stamp of approval from AWS itself, confirming that you've got the skills to handle the entire machine learning lifecycle, all the way from preparing data to monitoring models out in the real world. So what's the bottom line here? The crucial point is this. Getting this certification makes you a really attractive candidate in a field where, let's be honest, companies are scrambling to find people with the right skills. It's a direct signal to recruiters that you've got the practical know-how they're desperate for. Okay, but let's be clear, this certification isn't for everyone. So let's dig into who the ideal candidate really is. Is it you? This chart lays it out perfectly. On one side, if you're already an ML or MLOps engineer, or maybe a data scientist who wants to specialize, this is absolutely for you. But, and this is a big but, look at the other side. If you've got zero experience, especially hands-on with Amazon SageMaker, this probably isn't your starting point. That hands-on experience is really non-negotiable. All right, every great quest needs a map, right? So let's map out your path to success by looking at the blueprint for the exam itself. Okay, here's the nitty-gritty. You've got 130 minutes for 65 questions. But check this out. What's really important to see here is the format. You've got multiple choice, multiple response, ordering, all sorts of things. That variety tells you something really important. This exam is built to test your deep, practical knowledge, not just if you can memorize a few facts. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Look at how balanced this breakdown is. It's not all about model development. In fact, almost half the exam is focused on deployment, monitoring, maintenance, and security. This proves that the certification is truly about the entire operational lifecycle of a real-world ML engineer. Okay, so you've conquered the exam. What's the prize at the end of the journey? Let's talk about the very real, tangible rewards waiting for you. Let's get right to it and talk numbers, because this is a big one. According to industry data, the average salary for an AWS machine learning engineer with a good amount of experience can hit around $189,000. I mean, wow. That number directly reflects just how high the demand is for people who can actually put ML models into production on the cloud. And that's not just a one-off number. As you can see here, there's a really clear salary growth path as you get more experience. Each step up, from just starting out to having a few years under your belt, can mean a pretty significant jump in what you can earn. And you know what's great? This certification doesn't just lock you into one single job title. It's more like a key that opens a whole bunch of doors. We're talking MLOps engineer, AI specialist, consultant. These are the critical, future-focused roles that companies are betting their success on right now. Okay, so you get the exam, you see the rewards, but now for the big question. How do you prepare for this thing efficiently? Let's talk about a smarter way to study. Let's be real, this exam is tough, and how you prepare is everything. You know, one of the biggest traps people fall into is wasting a ton of time on scattered, random resources, and that often leads to a failed first attempt. So how do you avoid that? Well, this is where a tool like FlashGenius comes into the picture. It's basically built from the ground up to be an AI-guided partner for your exam prep. The whole idea is to give you a personalized learning path, let you practice with real exam simulations, and, this is the cool part, use AI to instantly explain where you went wrong so you actually learn from your mistakes. And this chart really lays out the difference. I mean, sure, a lot of tools out there will give you basic practice tests, but they often lack the features that actually make your study time count. A platform like FlashGenius is aiming for something more. An AI-powered system with unique tools like a database of common mistakes and even built-in timers to keep you on track. So there you have it. You've got the map for the exam. You see the career doors it can unlock. The only thing left is to prepare the right way. Look, this certification is a huge step for your career, and with a smart approach, it's a step you can take with total confidence.